So I wanted to take a little bit of time just to explain where we are and where we're going, and this is good because we're right on the brink, the precipice of starting our online weekly newsletter. Okay, now you'll remember that we started doing a paper newsletter, back in June, and then we did a couple with sort of flurry in August. And then we sort of are on hiatus and did another one in December and been stagnant. Now, that's been mostly in terms of distribution because there has been interest in advertising, but distribution has been the challenge. So I think we've got distribution worked out, and we'll probably do our next paper newsletter for March. But the online weekly newsletter creates a good distributable opportunity for you to put your message in front of the neighborhood, and it's obviously also a way for us to do that without massive expense. So the online weekly newsletter is basically a calendar of events. It has coupons for local businesses that you are providing. It has links to articles that have been written by our businesses and neighbors, and that's basically it. The other thing it does in terms of recognition is it recognizes our members, our new members, and it recognizes what we call promotional sponsors. Promo sponsors. And promo sponsors are people, whether they're members or not, who host or distribute the newsletter, or who will post flyers for events that we support. So, for instance, we have coming up a Chick-fil-A drive-thru here at the Entrepreneurship Center, and we have a flyer we want for businesses to put that up. If they put that up, then they're at least promotional sponsors for the week, right? And they get recognized in the newsletter and on the website. So why am I sharing this? Because the goal here is to be building, in addition to sharing information, the goal here is to be building a list of parents, neighbors. Now, every business or community organization, right? So that's brick and mortar businesses, that's schools, that's churches, that's library, that's anybody that we have an email for will get a copy of the newsletter. It will also be posted on Nextdoor and our Facebook and Alignable, which is a local media. So it will be posted in all those places. But the goal is to have this add to our parents list, our neighbors list, so that we can start having emails for these people, and they're saying, please send me a copy on a weekly basis of the newsletter. Now, the paper newsletter gets distributed to all those same places as well, which is why I'm mentioning that we've got the distribution taken care of. I will pay for the newsletter to be distributed to all the shops in Bellevue, all the shops in Holland Hall, all the shops at Fort Hunt, all the shops at Hinson Farm, all the shops at Sherwood Crossing, right? That I can do. I can pay somebody to just go there and deliver those, and to the churches and to the schools. So we'll take care of that element. But the real goal here is this, parents and neighbors. Now, I'll take the responsibility of making sure that we have content, and this is where we will also sort of be mentioning other things that we do, other things that the Fort Hunt Community Business Association supports, sponsors, for instance, the Oasis Middle School program, or this program that we're putting out. I mentioned to you the Share Your Gifts video series that we're providing out to the teachers. That stuff will just get alluded to, but the real key is, what is our readership? Is our readership 5? Or is our readership 500? Or is our readership 5,000, right? Now, Nextdoor is very active. So when we start posting on Nextdoor, then people will start to see the newsletter. But we really want to capture their information. This is where we want to have bait and provide or build our list. So I had a conversation with a person who runs the Alexandria Living magazine, and she was talking to me about a sweepstakes that they were doing, right? It's like $1,500 in prizes, and you register on the website, and you get entered to win the sweepstakes. Well, I really like that idea. So call it a sweepstakes, and I'm suggesting that our member businesses, and maybe even our non-member businesses, still working that out, offer a gift or prize, right? This could be a massage. This could be an oil change. This could be a meal. This can be a variety of things. And they offer that to be put into our sweepstakes box. So it's only one thing, right? But let's just say that starts off at $100 of sweepstakes, then maybe $500, and then maybe $1,000. So we have $1,000 in prizes, kind of like a gift bag type thing or a gift box, right? That's another thing that a member has suggested. But this thing, and then when we collect their email, and this is the key, when we collect their email, we'll also ask them, are you interested in massage? Are you interested in automotive? Are you interested in whatever? And then what I can envision doing is having, if they check that off, then that contact information going back to the person. So, let's say we are able to get 100 people to register for the sweepstakes. One person is going to win the prize, but potentially you could be getting multiples of that in terms of leads in the neighborhood, right? So that's something that I'm going to reach out to you. I think we'll get the newsletter going out this week. I'll reach out to you about this later, but that's something that I'd like to do. The other piece of this is the idea of creating a kind of a drop your card bowl, and we would put that in your establishment. And when people drop their cards, then once a week, we can clear out those cards and give you the information. So let's say 10 people dropped a card at Hunan Manor, and we'll take that card, put it into a spreadsheet, give it to you, so you'll have contact information for people who are visiting your business, which is a good thing to have, and that will serve as their entry point to the sweepstakes as well, all right? So that's a thought, but I think for the most part, you guys could be benefiting from collecting information of people who are visiting your stores, okay? And we'll then talk about how to maintain communication with those people, how to follow up with those people, but that's an idea where we can potentially help do that, okay? So that's sort of where we are right now with Fort Hunt Community Marketing. We are hoping to get the seal soon. Jeff has been working on different permutations of that, and then we'll send it out for feedback. And then hopefully you'll have a cling or a sticker that you can put on your marketing materials and your website and your brick and mortar location soon.